U.S. court orders Chicago University to release Bola Tinubu's record to Atiku Abubakar within 2 days and certify authenticity under oath. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post our juicy news update. Please click on the notification bell. The Nigerian opposition leader said the document to be used as part of his ongoing push to demonstrate Bola Tinubu's ineligibility to be Nigeria's president. Nigerian opposition leader Atiku Abubakar has landed a major victory in the United States as part of his ongoing push to demonstrate Bola Tinubu's ineligibility to be Nigeria's president. A federal court in Chicago ruled on Tuesday night that Chicago State University, CSU, must turn over all records relating to Mr. Tinubu to Mr. Abubakar within 2 days, saying the former vice president has been able to sufficiently satisfy the purpose for seeking the records, according to the ruling seen by People's Gazette. Judge Jeffrey Gilbert also ordered a deposition of designated CSU officials within 2 days after the record had been released, noting further that the process can be conducted during the weekend if necessary. For all the reasons discussed above, Atiku Abubakar's application pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1782 for an order directing discovery from Chicago State University for use in a foreign proceeding ECF number 1 is granted. Mr. Gilbert ruled, respondent CSU shall produce all relevant and non-privileged documents in response to request for production number 1 through 4 as narrowed by the court in applicant's subpoena within 2 days of the entry of this memorandum opinion and order. The deposition of respondent corporate designee shall proceed within 2 days of the production of documents. The parties can modify the date set by the court by mutual agreement. Given the tight time frame under which the parties are operating, the deposition can, if necessary, occur on a non-weekday, the court added. The order comes hours after Mr. Abubakar filed his appeal to the Supreme Court following the September 6th judgment of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal that upheld Mr. Tinubu's victory. Mr. Abubakar had on August 2nd filed an application for a court to order CSU to produce documents relating to Mr. Tinubu as well as leave to gather schools administrators to authenticate any documents submitted under oath. Mr. Abubakar said the documents would be used as part of his ongoing challenge against Mr. Tinubu's election earlier this year. The candidate of the opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, said Mr. Tinubu should not have been allowed to run for president because he submitted a forged document under oath in violation of the Nigerian Constitution. Section 137 and 1J of the Nigerian Constitution, amended in 2010, specifically stated that no one will be legitimately elected president of Nigeria if the person has presented a forged certificate to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). On June 17, 2022, Mr. Tinubu submitted a certificate to INEC that was purportedly issued in 1979 and signed by Enora Daniel. But Mr. Daniel only arrived at CSU in 1998 from Hampton University. 19 years after Mr. Tinubu was said to have graduated, she left the school in 2008 following a financial mismanagement scandal, or 14 years before June 2022, when CSU issued yet a fresh certificate in Mr. Tinubu's name under subpoena from a Nigerian lawyer who had inquired about Mr. Tinubu's education there. The irregularities prompted Mr. Abubakar to file the suit to compel CSU to produce records relating to Mr. Tinubu and make its top officials available for disposition to certify the produced records, according to the Nigerian opposition leaders' lawyers. During a hearing on the matter on September 12th, the CSU lawyer Michael Hayes said the school could not authenticate Mr. Tinubu's certificate if asked under oath, although he said Mr. Tinubu attended the school and graduated in 1979. Mr. Tinubu's lawyers, led by Christopher Kamikel, argue that the court should not grant Mr. Abubakar's application because it was a frivolous expedition aimed at soiling the Nigerian president's image. Mr. Tinubu's lawyers also argue that Nigerian Supreme Court would not accept fresh evidence that was not produced during the tribunal proceeding. But Mr. Abubakar's team, led by Angela Liu, had argued that the Supreme Court would accommodate the fresh facts under unique circumstances, especially as they were not available to the Court of Appeal, which is the court of first instance in a presidential election dispute. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Even if this thing now they have promised to give you and promised to support you, couldn't it be have kept in the file? Was it really necessary for him to come out and, say it in the media? I think so if you get something against your opposition for court, you go close them out so that it will be a surprise. You understand? Anyway, them. Let's see how everything goes now. Let's see what the Supreme Court will say on this matter. I repeat, I felt it would, coming out to spill it, before that day is really not necessary or okay. The best thing to be done would have been, okay, you don't get with it, you don't get with him, be say you go use hit and hard. It should be between you and your legal team alone. Another ear no supposed hear him. Now so then they do this kind of thing. Abi, I know be a lawyer, but at least I know say like this is supposed to be. More and more troubles for Mr. That is why it is very good and needful to grow up responsibly with the fear of God and want to do rather than play a street boy. American courts are real courts and dependable judges are serious and not brought up or manipulated. Well, who tells you? Who told you that? They can't know. Not only for Africa or not only for Nigeria we get corrupt judges. Corrupt judges dey everywhere. Why do you think they have been, going back and forth with that? Why do you think so? Atiku do not want my grandfather to drink water and drop cup. He doesn't want to allow him to enjoy his only 6 months in power. What do you mean by only 6 months? They want to expose Bobo Chicago and open his and open his bomb that is very dirty. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest.